The last thing I remember before the room spun out of control was Raphael's laugh, low, teasing, and dangerously warm. His fingers brushed mine as he dared me to stop pretending, and just like that, 15 years of marriage to Ethan dissolved in the heat of a single, reckless moment. Before we dive in, thank you, sweet souls, for being here. If you're new, welcome to the chaos. To my returning viewers, your support is my lifeline. If you haven't hit subscribe yet, do it now. This story, it's raw, it's real, and it's fueled by you. Drop a heartbreak in the comments if you're ready for this ride. My name is Juanita Carter, a 40-year-old preschool teacher from suburban Ohio. My life was supposed to be simple. Married to Ethan, a loyal but distracted accountant, and stepmom to his 2 teens. Then there's Raphael, 35, magnetic, and technically my stepbrother since our parents married 5 years ago. We weren't raised together. He was just there. A freelance photographer with a smirk that made even my morning coffee feel like a sin. It was Thanksgiving. Ethan was stuck at work, client emergency, babe, and Raphael stayed behind after dinner, helping me clean. The house smelled of pie crust and regret. Wine? He had asked, holding up a bottle of Malbec. Just 1 glass, I said, lying. We sat on the couch, scrolling through old family photos. He joked about our parents' geriatric romance, and I laughed, too loudly, too freely. Then he suggested a game. Truth or drink. Rule, ask a question. Refuse to answer, and you take a shot. Truth, I said, smug. Ever cheated on someone? He leaned closer. Yes. Your turn. Ever wanted to? The tequila burned my throat as I drank instead of answering. Round 3. Truth, he said, eyes glinting. You ever think about me differently? I took the shot. By midnight, the questions turned lethal. Truth, he whispered, his knee grazing mine. If Ethan walked in right now, would you stop? The room froze. My wedding ring felt like a shackle. I don't know who moved first. His hands were in my hair, my back against the couch. It wasn't love. It wasn't even lust. It was ruin. We didn't speak afterward. He left. I scrubbed my skin raw in the shower. Then my phone buzzed. Raphael, this stays between us. But secrets? They're like gasoline. And I was already on fire. The morning after tasted like ash. I woke to Ethan's side of the bed still cold, his overnight bag untouched. Work trip, he had texted. Back tomorrow. Relief curdled with guilt. I stared at the ceiling, replaying Raphael's hands, his mouth, the way he had whispered, Juanita, like it was a curse. My body still hummed with the betrayal, a sickening electricity I couldn't scrub away. Raphael didn't call, didn't text. For 3 days, the only trace of him was the half-empty tequila bottle on my counter. I threw it in the trash, then dug it out. Paranoid Ethan would notice it was gone. On the 4th day, Mom called. Rafi's coming over Sunday, she chirped. Bring the kids. Rafi. Her pet name for him. My stomach lurched. Can't, I lied. Ethan's got a thing.
He's always got a thing, she sighed.
You're too patient, Mija. I hung up and felt irritated. Sunday came. Ethan grilled burgers in the backyard while our stepkids, Lily and Noah, bickered over the Xbox. I chopped lettuce, my hands steady. Normal. Be normal. Then the doorbell rang. Raphael stood there, sunglasses hiding his eyes, a 6-pack in hand. Family bonding, he said flatly. I stepped aside, my shoulder brushing his chest. Do not. Do not what? He lingered too close, his breath hot on my neck. You started this. Ethan called from a yard. Babe, burgers are up. Dinner was a minefield. Raphael joked with the kids, ruffling Noah's hair. Uncle Rafi's got to teach you how to talk to girls, he said, winking at me. Ethan laughed. God help them. I stabbed my fork into a tomato. Normal. Normal. Later, while Ethan cleaned up, Raphael cornered me in the hallway. You look tired. Do not. Guilt's a bitch, huh? He leaned in, voice low. Funny, it didn't feel guilty then. I shoved past him. It was a mistake. He grabbed my wrist. Mistakes don't make you shake like this. Ethan's voice echoed down the hall. Juanita? Where's the ketchup? Raphael let go.
See you around, Humana.
That night, Ethan reached for me in bed. I froze. You okay? He mumbled. Headache. He rolled over. Get some sleep. I stared at his back, tears hot. Then my phone lit up. Unknown number. You forgot something. A photo followed. My lace thong, crumpled on Raphael's passenger seat. Unknown number. Want it back? I deleted it. Blocked the number. Buried my face in the pillow. The positive pregnancy test glared at me from the bathroom sink, its two pink lines sharp as knives. For weeks. I did the math twice. Ethan had been in Denver for a conference. Raphael had been in my bed. You're glowing, my coworker Marisol said at lunch, eyeing my untouched salad. Allergies, I mumbled, slipping the prenatal vitamins deeper into my purse. That night, Ethan kissed my forehead, his breath smelling of bourbon. You've been quiet. Just tired, I said, forcing a smile.
He paused.
We're okay, right? Tell him. But his phone buzzed, a client email, and he turned away. Raphael texted the next morning requesting we met immediately. I found him at the abandoned drive-in theater where we had filmed his photography portfolio years ago. He leaned against his truck, a cigarette dangling from his lips. You're pregnant, he said, no greeting. My throat tightened. How? I saw the pharmacy receipt in your trash. Classy, Juanita. It's not yours. He laughed, cold. Ethan's been gone half the month. You think he's that stupid? He stepped closer. Get rid of it. Or what? Or, I tell Ethan everything. Starting with the thong he's been sleeping next to. I slapped him. He caught my wrist, fury in his eyes. You think I wanted this? You think I don't have shit to lose? For the first time, I saw it, fear. His fiancée, Clara, was 6 months pregnant. His perfect Instagram life. That weekend, Lily's 16th birthday party erupted in our backyard. Balloons, a taco truck, her friends splashing in the pool. Normalcy weaponized. Raphael arrived with Clara, her belly round under a sunflower dress. She hugged me. Family photo later? I nodded, nauseous. Ethan handed me a margarita. You've been off.
Talk to me.
Now, tell him now. I was having this thought within me. But Raphael's voice cut through. Need help with the cake, sis? In the kitchen, he cornered me. Clinic's booked for Tuesday. I need time. You don't get time. He gripped the counter, knuckles white. You think I would choose you over her? Clara walked in, smiling. Everything okay? Fine, I choked. Just
Heartburn.
later, I found Ethan in our bedroom, holding the ultrasound slip I had hidden in my journal. His face was stone. Who is he? Ethan's voice was a blade.
Who is he?
I reached for the ultrasound slip, but he crumpled it in his fist. It's not what you think. You're pregnant, he hissed. And it's not mine. Who is he? The walls pulsed. I could lie. Blame a stranger. A fling. But his eyes, wide, shattered, pinned me to the truth. Raphael, I whispered. He staggered back like I had shot him. Your stepbrother? It was one night. A mistake. Mistake? He laughed, wild and broken. You think this is a sitcom? You ruined us. He stormed out, tires screeching down the street. I called Raphael 7 times. He answered on the 8th. Ethan knows, I said. Silence. Then, I am on my way. Raphael arrived as Ethan's truck roared back into the driveway. He had brought Clara. Family meeting? She joked, rubbing her belly. Ethan shoved past her, slamming Raphael against the wall. You animal! Clara screamed. What's happening? Raphael dodged Ethan's fist. Juanita, tell them it's not mine. Coward. Ethan froze, staring at me. You said it was him. Clara's face paled. Rafi? It is him. I spat, tears blurring the room. He threatened me.
Said he would tell you if I didn't.
Get rid of it. Clara stumbled. Our baby's due in 2 months. You swore you had changed. Raphael gripped her arm. Clara, let's go. She yanked free. Was it here? In their house? Ethan lunged at Raphael, knocking over a lamp. You destroyed my family. The kids burst in, Lily filming on her phone.
Dad, stop.
Ethan froze, chest heaving. Raphael wiped blood from his lip. Clara turned to me. I see. Keep your bastard. But I will make sure everyone knows what you are.
They left.
The silence was a scream. Ethan looked at the kids. Pack your bags. We're leaving. I grabbed his sleeve. Please, let's talk. He recoiled. You don't get to beg. At midnight, the doorbell rang. A process server handed me divorce papers. Email notification. Ethan Carter has posted a video. I clicked. There I was in security cam footage, tangled with Raphael on the couch. The caption, meet Juanita Carter. Homewrecker. Sister fucker. Comments flooded in.
Slut. Disgusting. My phone rang. Mom.
I didn't answer. The world didn't end with a bang. It ended with a whisper, a voicemail from Raphael, his voice ragged. Meet me at the bridge. We need to finish this. I found him leaning over the river, the same spot where we had scattered our father's ashes. His hands shook. Clara left.
Took the baby.
She's filing for full custody. Good, I said, hollow. He whirled around. Good? You think I deserve this? We both do. The wind bit through my coat. My belly had begun to swell, a secret I could no longer hide. It's yours, I said. The baby. He laughed bitterly. You expect me to care? You ruined my life. You ruined mine first. He stepped closer. You could have said no. So could you. His hands gripped my shoulders, shaking me. Why didn't you just get rid of it? I shoved him back. Because it's the only thing left that is real. He stumbled, shoes slipping on the icy railing. For a heartbeat, our eyes locked, rage, regret, recognition. Then gravity took him. The police called it an accident. No witnesses. Ethan sent flowers to the funeral with a note. I hope it was worth it. Mom disowned me. The baby came early, a girl with Raphael's eyes. I named her Grace. 2 years later, the YouTube comments still haunt me. Karma's a bitch. Should have jumped too. But Grace laughs when I sing to her, her tiny fists batting at the air like she's swatting ghosts. Last week, Clara found me at the grocery store. Her son, Raphael's son, clung to her leg. She didn't scream, didn't curse, just said, he loved you, you know, in his broken way. I had no words, only the weight of Grace on my hip, her head resting trustingly on my shoulder. Some stories don't have endings, only scars. Sweet souls. If this story shattered you, scream at me in the comments. Tell me who you hated most, who you pitied, what you would have done differently. Share this chaos with someone who needs a warning or a wake-up call. And if you've been here since the beginning, you're family now. Hit subscribe because the next story, it's darker. Stay wild.
Stay hurting.
Stay human.